For decades, food labels warning of high cholesterol content have been shorthand for danger to your arteries. Products like eggs, shrimp, and liver were pushed into nutritional purgatory thanks to the bold-faced cholesterol number stamped on their packaging. But as science has evolved, those numbers are starting to look more like relics of outdated thinking than useful public health tools. The question now is, should dietary cholesterol still be highlighted so prominently on food labels? Or are we overdue for a labeling reboot? To answer that, we need to go back to the root of the concern. The old logic went like this. Cholesterol in food equals cholesterol in blood equals clogged arteries equals heart attacks. It was simple, it was scary, and it became dietary gospel. As a result, people avoided high cholesterol foods like the plague, even when they were otherwise nutrient-rich. But the science didn't hold up under scrutiny. Today, it's clear that dietary cholesterol has a limited impact on blood cholesterol for most people. The liver tightly regulates cholesterol production based on intake. If you eat more, your body often makes less, and vice versa. In fact, large studies have shown that for about 70 to 80% of the population, consuming foods high in cholesterol does not meaningfully raise LDL, bad cholesterol. For the other 20 to 30% who are hyperresponders, there may be a rise in both LDL and HDL, good cholesterol, with little evidence of net harm, especially when those foods are consumed in the context of a healthy diet. Yet despite these findings, the Nutrition Facts panel still lists cholesterol in milligrams, and many products flaunt cholesterol-free labels as though that alone makes them heart-safe. But here's the twist. A cholesterol-free cookie made with trans fats and refined sugar may be far worse for your heart than an egg yolk packed with choline, vitamin D, and antioxidants. The label tells you nothing about that. This is where labeling becomes more misleading than helpful. Consumers still associate the word cholesterol with cardiovascular doom, while other, more dangerous contributors, like saturated fat, sodium, added sugars, and ultra-processing, often slide by with less scrutiny. Worse yet, the cholesterol number may distract from more important markers of diet quality. A food with zero cholesterol can still be a nutritional train wreck. To be fair, the FDA has made some progress. In recent years, labels have added sugars, clarified serving sizes, and emphasized calories more clearly. But cholesterol remains listed prominently, despite its downgraded risk status in most dietary guidelines. The 2015 to 2020 dietary guidelines for Americans removed the 300 milligrams per day cholesterol limit altogether, acknowledging that dietary cholesterol is not a nutrient of concern for overconsumption. Yet the labeling system hasn't fully caught up. That's not to say cholesterol content should be hidden entirely. There are people, such as those with familial hypercholesterolemia or very high baseline LDL levels, who may still benefit from knowing how much cholesterol is in a food. But for the general population, bold labeling of cholesterol without context can perpetuate outdated fears and poor food choices. You shouldn't avoid eggs or shrimp in favor of processed, cholesterol-free waffles just because of a number on the box. What we need are food labels that reflect nutritional context and dietary patterns, not isolated numbers. Imagine if labels emphasized whole food quality, flagged ultra-processed ingredients, or highlighted the ratio of saturated to unsaturated fats. We might actually help people eat better. Instead of scaring shoppers off with cholesterol counts, we could encourage choices that balance taste, convenience, and actual health benefits. In short, it's time to reevaluate how we use cholesterol on food labels. For most people, it's no longer the health risk it was once thought to be. What matters more is how cholesterol-rich foods are eaten with what and within what overall diet. Until labeling catches up with science, we'll keep missing the forest for the yolk.